Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. An incredible, jaw-dropping move that's happening right now behind closed doors. This isn't just some rumor or idle gossip. This is a top-secret, high-stakes, game-changing blockbuster that could redefine the future of the Detroit Lions and possibly shift the entire NFC landscape. If you think you've seen it all, think again. Because what I'm about to reveal is not only shocking, it's also an absolute game-changer. An elite, proven superstar, a player so impactful that his move alone could turn Detroit into an unstoppable force overnight. My sources tell me that the entire front office is in chaos right now. Phones ringing off the hook, private jets waiting on tarmacs, encrypted calls flying through the night. High-level meetings happening in shadowy conference rooms. Confidential documents passed under the radar. The NFL insiders are whispering that a secret deal is in the final stages, and the stakes, unimaginable. This isn't just about adding a player. It's about rewriting the future blueprint for a franchise that's so desperate for a spark, they're willing to risk everything for this one move. I've confirmed through multiple trusted sources that the Lions are about to pull off a trade so audacious, so colossal, that it will forever be etched into NFL history. And here's the crazy part. The name is still under wraps. But trust me, everything suggests this is one of the most important, most explosive acquisitions we've seen in years. It's a move that screams of championship ambitions, of locking down a top-tier talent, and of a franchise willing to go to war. But who? Who is this mystery player? What's the secret behind this high-stakes deal? The suspense is unbearable. Stay with me because what I'm about to tell you next will blow your mind. Now let's paint the full picture. The Detroit Lions have been in an intense search. They've been analyzing, scouting, negotiating for months. The Lions' current roster is packed with talent, but everyone knows what's missing: a dominant interior presence. A game wrecker who can anchor their defensive line and shut down the run game that's been giving them nightmares for years. They've been desperate for that one true force inside. You see, the Lions have a brilliant head coach, Dan Campbell, who's been all about grit, physicality, and attacking football. But without that elite defensive tackle, that one player who strikes fear into opponents from the inside, their entire defensive scheme is incomplete. They've been trying different combinations, signing cheaper vets, experimenting with blitz packages, but nothing has worked. Sources tell me that for months, the Lions' front office has been secretly holding clandestine meetings in undisclosed locations, trying to find the missing piece that can elevate their defense from good to legendary. Encrypted calls have gone out to agents, private flights have been chartered to scout players, and coaches have been whispering about one name that stands out above all others. And then, they found HIM. This is where the story gets even more explosive, because the player they are targeting is none other than Davon Hamilton. Yes, you heard that right. Davon Hamilton, the Jacksonville Jaguars' interior force, a proven beast in the trenches, a nose tackle with the potential to be one of the league's elite. And the reports are saying that the Lions are on the verge of sealing a deal that will make NFL history. Now I know what you're asking. Who is Davon Hamilton? Why would the Lions want to bring him in? And how could a player like him fit into their plans? Well, it's time to go deep, to dissect every detail that makes this move so monumental. First, let's talk about the man himself. Davon Hamilton, a 28-year-old defensive tackle from Ohio State, drafted by the Jaguars in the third round of the 2020 NFL Draft, 73rd overall. Since then, he's been a steady force on the interior, known for his relentless run-stopping ability, his ability to occupy double teams, and his high-motor that never quits. Standing at 6'4" with a weight close to 315 pounds, Hamilton is the quintessential nose tackle, a brick wall that offenses cannot move. His statistics speak volumes. Over his 6 seasons, he's accumulated 74 tackles, including a solid 4.5 sacks, and his reputation as a top 5 run stuffer in the league is undisputed. In 2022, he broke through with a career-high 2.5 sacks and 27 tackles, cementing himself as a core piece in Jacksonville's defensive identity. But what makes Hamilton truly special isn't just his stats, it's his impact on the game. He's a team player, praised by coaches for his leadership, his grit, and his ability to command double teams that free up others. His contract, A 3-year extension worth $34.5 million signed in 2023, a clear signal that Jacksonville saw him as a key part of their future. Yet even with all his achievements, Hamilton has remained undervalued, a hidden gem in the league's interior. And now the Lions want him. Why? Because Detroit is evolving into a team that demands physical dominance at every level. Their defense, under Dan Campbell's aggressive philosophy, needs a disruptive force that can anchor the middle and turn their front into a nightmare for opposing offenses. They need a player of Hamilton's caliber, someone who can annihilate the run, collapse pockets, and cause chaos in the backfield. Sources close to the Lions tell me that their scouting team has been relentless, watching every game Hamilton has played. They see a player who can elevate their entire defense, who can handle double teams, and who can be a locker room leader, exactly what Detroit needs to push into serious playoff contention. And here's the kicker, the deal is almost done. Negotiations are in the final stages, with the Lions preparing to open their wallets wider than ever before. Rumors say Hamilton's value in the league is skyrocketing, and Detroit is ready to pay what it takes to bring him in, a move that could cost upwards of $15 million per year in cap space, but one that would reshape their entire defensive strategy. But it doesn't end there. NFL insiders are already speculating about the behind-the-scenes drama rival teams like the Ravens, the 49ers, and even the Bills have been sniffing around Hamilton, knowing how critical he is to the Lions' plans. They've tried to block this move, thrown offers, and made counteroffers, but Detroit's front office has remained relentless. The GM, Brad Holmes, is believed to be working in the shadows, orchestrating this entire operation with a mix of cunning and hidden strategy. And imagine the scene when Dan Campbell gets the news he's known for his fiery passion, his love for gritty football. I can already see him rallying his entire team, telling them, "This is the move that makes us unstoppable. We're about to turn this league upside down. The emotion, the intensity, it's palpable." And all this while, the NFL's best analysts are already talking about this as the kind of move that could push the Lions over the top, making them a perennial contender with a defense that no offense wants to face. Now let's analyze what this move really means, the financial implications, the scheme fit, the future projections. Bringing Hamilton in would require a significant cap hit, possibly pushing their cap space to its limit. But in today's NFL, that's a small price to pay for elite talent. The Lions' current defensive scheme, aggressive, gap-penetrating, designed to stuff the run, would be perfectly suited to Hamilton's skill set. He would be the centerpiece of their front, freeing up other stars, creating chaos in the backfield, and anchoring their run defense like never before. Expect him to rack up over 50 tackles, a handful of sacks, and to command double teams on nearly every snap. And in comparison to past blockbuster trades, remember Aaron Donald moving from the Rams to the Rams from the Rams to the Rams. Or the Giants acquiring Leonard Williams. This could be bigger. Hamilton's age, contract, and proven production make him a prime candidate for such a move. The NFL has seen teams win championships on the back of interior defensive dominance, and Detroit's front might finally get its superstar to push them into that upper echelon. But here's where it gets even crazier. Insider whispers suggest that Hamilton's arrival isn't just about immediate impact, it's part of a grander master plan. The Lions are positioning themselves as a dominant, unstoppable force for years to come. They're investing heavily in their defensive line, bolstering facilities, and even exploring ways to get creative with future signings and restructures. Imagine a defense that can be as feared as the 2013 Seahawks or the 2000 Ravens. A team where Hamilton is the linchpin, intimidating rivals and crushing their hopes. Sources close to the front office reveal that Detroit sees Hamilton as more than just a player. They see him as a symbol of their new identity. This is a team that refuses to settle for mediocrity. They're making a statement, they're here to dominate, and Hamilton's addition would be the perfect statement move. The NFL's best media outlets are already calling this the most significant move of the offseason, and trust me, what you're about to see unfold in the next 48 hours will be nothing short of legendary. So what's next? The next 2 days will be crucial. Negotiations will intensify, offers will be finalized, and the NFL world will be watching every move. Will Hamilton become a Lion? Will this trade push Detroit into Super Bowl conversations? This isn't just about a player, it's about a franchise, a city, a legacy that's on the verge of rewriting history. If you're serious about football, if you want the real inside scoop, then stay locked in, because I promise this story isn't over yet. This is just the beginning. The NFL's biggest secret is about to explode in your face, and trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. Because the truth is, and I swear on everything you hold sacred, that what's happening right now is so big, so game-changing, that once it's out in the open, nothing will ever be the same again. Get ready. The countdown has begun. The next 48 hours will be critical. Because when the dust settles, history will remember this moment as the day the Detroit Lions made their ultimate move and changed the entire NFL forever. Make no mistake, this is more than a trade. It's a revolution. And it's happening right now in the shadows, waiting to be revealed. Are you ready to see the biggest story of 2026 unfold? Because I promise, you've never seen anything like what's coming next. And when it does, you'll understand why this is more than just a rumor. It's a legacy in the making, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming.